Rinna, a figure well known from her time on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, recently shared a deeply personal and poignant story about the passing of her father, Frank Rinna, in 2016. At the age of 94, Frank Rinna chose to end his life through assisted suicide, a decision made possible by Oregon's Death with Dignity Act. This act, enacted in 1997, allows terminally ill patients to seek medical assistance to end their lives, often involving the support of professionals known as death doulas. Lisa, in her candid conversation on her Let's Not Talk About the Husband podcast, co-hosted with her husband Harry Hamlin, revealed the intricate and emotional journey that surrounded her father's final days. Harry Hamlin provided context, explaining that in Oregon, individuals have the option to check out when their quality of life significantly declines. He emphasized that Frank, at 94, had reached a point where his physical condition had deteriorated to such an extent that he desired a peaceful transition. This process, however, is not a simple one. It requires strict adherence to specific guidelines and protocols, including consultations with multiple doctors. Lisa Rinna elaborated on the medical requirements, stating that 2 physicians must confirm the patient's terminal illness for the assisted suicide process to proceed. She revealed that her father's process took between 3 to 6 months to complete, a period marked by both anticipation and emotional strain. The decision to share this story publicly came years later, as Lisa admitted that at the time of her father's death, she was filming The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and the grief was too profound to discuss openly. Describing the scene at the hospice where her father passed away, Lisa used the word surreal. She recounted the experience of watching her father take the medication and pass away, with her half-sister and a death doula present. Lisa conveyed a sense of detachment, as if she were observing the events from outside her own body. This detachment, she explained, was a coping mechanism, a way to navigate the overwhelming emotions of the moment. One of the critical aspects of Oregon's Death with Dignity Act is that the individual must self-administer the life-ending medication. Lisa emphasized this point, stating that the person choosing assisted death has to physically drink the prescribed substance themselves. No one else can administer it. This requirement underscores the autonomy and personal choice inherent in the process. Lisa also shared a poignant detail about her father's impatience with the process. He had been scheduled to receive the medication earlier, but a delay of 2 days caused him considerable distress. He was in pain and deeply unhappy, eager to proceed with his decision. This detail highlighted the urgency and determination with which Frank Rinna approached his final moments. The emotional complexity of the situation was not lost on Lisa. She described the surreal position of supporting her father's choice while simultaneously facing the reality of watching him end his own life. This paradox, the desire to honor his wishes against the instinct to hold on, created a profound internal conflict. She acknowledged the inherent contradiction. You want to support what they want to do, but you're going to watch your parent kill themselves. That's what we're doing. But he wanted it so badly. The atmosphere in the hospice was one of both peace and immense sadness. The countdown to her father's passing created a sense of inevitability, a feeling of being powerless against the predetermined course of events. The presence of the death doula provided some measure of comfort, offering guidance and support during this emotionally charged time. Yet, the reality of witnessing a life she had known since birth come to an intentional end was profoundly unsettling. In the final minutes, Frank Rinna remained resolute, his determination unwavering despite his pain. His frustration over the delay underscored his desire to maintain control over his own destiny. He had lived his life with dignity, and he wanted to die with the same sense of self-determination. Lisa recalled holding his hand, feeling its warmth for the last time, knowing that in moments that warmth would be gone. This moment was a stark reminder of the fleeting nature of life and the finality of death. Lisa reflected on the internal struggle of wanting to respect her father's wishes while simultaneously yearning to hold on to him for just a little longer. He had always been a strong-willed man, someone who valued his independence and the right to make his own choices. She understood his decision to opt for assisted suicide as the final act of autonomy in a life marked by declining health. The loss of his independence had been a significant blow to her father. His body was failing him, and he sought an escape from the suffering. For Lisa, however, he remained her father, the man who had shaped her life, and letting him go, even on his own terms, was an experience of profound grief. The grieving process, Lisa explained, was not immediate. She described a sense of numbness, as if she were observing the events from a distance. The realization of his absence came in waves, sometimes subtle, sometimes overwhelming. She recalled the moments when she would instinctively reach for her phone to call him, only to be confronted with the stark reality of his death. These moments of sudden realization were like a physical blow, making it difficult to breathe. Her experience with assisted suicide profoundly altered her perspective on life and death. She recognized the importance of honoring the wishes of loved ones, even when those wishes are difficult to accept. She observed that society often avoids discussions about death, yet it is an inevitable part of life. Watching her father make the choice to end his life on his own terms prompted her to consider her own mortality. She questioned how she would handle similar circumstances, whether she would want the same control over her fate, and how she would spare her children from witnessing her suffering. Lisa also spoke about how this experience transformed her relationship with her family. In the days leading up to her father's death, she and her half-sister found solace in each other's company, sharing their grief and memories. The shared experience of witnessing such a profound event created a deeper bond between them. They found comfort in knowing that their father had passed away according to his wishes, even though the goodbye was painful. In the months that followed, Lisa reevaluated her priorities. She no longer dwelled on trivial matters, recognizing the insignificance of many of the conflicts that had once seemed important. She prioritized spending time with loved ones, ensuring they knew how much they were valued. The experience of losing her father in such a deliberate manner underscored the fragility of life and the importance of cherishing every moment. Even years later, the memory of her father's passing remains vivid. Certain songs, places, and scents evoke the memory of the hospice room and the moment he took his last breath. Despite the pain, there is a sense of peace in knowing that he departed this world on his own terms. Lisa carries this with her, a constant reminder that love sometimes requires letting go, even when it is incredibly painful. Lisa Rinna's story is a narrative of grief, love, and acceptance. It is a testament to the complex emotions that accompany the loss of a parent, particularly under such extraordinary circumstances. Above all, it serves as a reminder that death, like life, is a deeply personal experience. Honoring someone's wishes, regardless of the difficulty, is a profound act of love and respect. Well, guys, what are your thoughts? Do tell us in comment section below. Thanks for watching.